I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Drifty Richie Joplin and Gil Guac on the front row. The Mark Nelson and Jeff Oakes on the second row. Jared Swain, D.P. Riggins on the third row. Daryl Klotz and Jerry Bertrand on the fourth row. Kevin Bruner and J.R. Tanksley round out the top 10. Warren Flying Fossil Moore starts in 11th next to Phil Hitman Manzo in 12th. James Lacey in 13th. Rod Potgieter in 14th. Gerald Thanos Poole in 15th. DJ the Iceman Kenner in 16th. John Saunders in 17th. Tim St. Jean starts in 18th. Mike Burgess in 19th. Derek Schilling in 20th. And Thomas Byram rounds out the 21 car field here at the Nashville Super Speedway. Hope everybody is buckled in, settled in, ready to go. This one is definitely going to be a very exciting one. Tire wear will start the show about lap 6 or 7. Be interesting to see just how hard some of these drivers push it. How many of them can serve it, and who can make it be the fastest for the longest to be in the fight at the end. Pace car is in. Here we go.
Here we go, green flag, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Let's go racing and kick off the new season of home motorsports here at the Nashville Super Speedway. Drifty Richie Joplin out front. The battle is on back behind. Mark Nelson to second. Rookie Jared Swain into third. Jeff Oakes up high. Watch them out of 4 on cold tires. These cars are a bit squirrely. Everybody makes it. Richie Joplin leads the first lap of the season after winning the championship last season. Can he repeat his championship this season? Daryl Klotz is on the march. He is already up several spots. J.R. Tanksley has gone off track. He is down in the infield. Likely not going to see a caution. He could be in trouble in his first race of the season. We'll take a look here in just a moment. Definitely not the way JR wanted this one to go. Let's take a look and see what happened. There's JR in the 565 down on the bottom, loose out of 4. A little bit of blinking on top of it. Keeps it down in the infield off the racing surface, so does not draw a caution. He's going to have to fight to get back into this one. Meanwhile, it's a rookie on the move, Jared Swain. Already up 3 spots into second. Drifty Richie Joplin out front did say prior to the start of this race that he is no good at all here, so that has really come to mean he is extremely fast. Expect to see Richie up front most of the night. Warren Moore now into 10th, making his way forward. DJ the Iceman Kenner already up 4 spots into 12th. Rod Potgieter up 3 spots into 11th. Rod looking underneath Warren Moore to take 10th. And Potgieter now to 10th. Gerald Poole in the Navy Joe Coffee Car up to 14th. Derek Schilling up 5 spots into 15th. Schilling did not qualify, and we saw this out of Schilling a lot last season. He does not qualify very often, but by golly, he can charge through the field, especially on these tracks that are hard on tires. Schilling knows how to get it done. Caution! Caution is out. Warren Moore involved. First caution of the season, lap number 6. Coming down the back straightaway, DJ Kenner underneath, and it looks like Warren turned down. Did not know the Iceman was there. Fortunately got on the binder, stayed out of the wall, and additionally did not get into anybody else. Let's take another look at this one. Saw Moore come down just a little bit. Looks like DJ may have pushed up as Warren came down. They both get together. J.R. Tanksley definitely happy to see this one. That'll put him back up with the field as everybody is on pit road except for Jared Swain and J.R. Tanksley both staying out. J.R. Tanksley really needs to get that car onto pit road after his incident. Likely is going to need some fresh rubber. But it does not look like that top 2 are going to come in. It may not sound like much having only 7 or 8 laps on your tires, but at a place like Nashville Superspeedway, this track just devours the tires. After pit stops is Jared Swain, J.R. Tanksley, both on old tires up front. Mark Nelson, Richie Joplin on the second row. Jeff Oakes, Darrell Klotz on the third. D.P. Riggins, Gil Guac, Jerry Bergeron, and Kevin Bruner round out your top 10. Lurking right behind Derek Schilling, now in 11th, and it looks like Schilling took right side tires only. Now the problem's going to be these 2 up front as the pace car dips in. Can they get the power down smoothly without spinning the tires? Here we go into the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. JR got a little squirrely and a little blinky. Swain gets clear. How long can they stay up front with the old tires is now going to be the question. Side by side all the way back through the field. Derek Schilling continuing his march now in 11th. Potgieter in 12th. DJ Kenner in 13th. Gerald Thanos Poole in 14th. And as always, if you have a favorite driver in the field, don't forget to drop in the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for. A lot of these drivers do listen into the race. Love to know their fans are in the stands. Richie Joplin's looking low for the lead once again. Fresh tires versus old, and he is gonna take it. Mark Nelson was stuck back behind Tanksley and lost a lot of ground. He is now back to 6th. Daryl Klotz, though, up to 2nd place. Klotz had a very fast pit stop. His team did amazing, got him into the fight. Jeff Oakes now up to 3rd. Oates was challenging for the Season 1 championship. Had a rough start to the season, but made up a ton of ground later in the season with multiple wins. If his season gets off to a better start, he might be unstoppable. The two drivers on old tires, Jared Swain and J.R. Tanksley, continuing to lose ground. The battle is on from 10th on back. Derek Schilling now up into 9th. Jerry Bergeron in 10th, coming by Potgieter in 11th. Kevin Bruner, DJ the Iceman Kenner currently battling for 12th. Bruner on the high side may take Potgieter here. No, Potgieter slides up, cuts off the run. Gerald Thanos Poole lurking right behind this battle. Whoa! Bergeron has a big problem out of 2. Almost ended up in the infield. He gets it gathered back up before they get to turn 3 and gets it squared away. See if we can see what happened with Bergeron. This appears to be the lap before that incident. He is side by side with, it looks like, Gil Guac. Did he just snap loose coming out of turn 2 is the question, or was there some contact there? He pushes up a bit. Oh, looks like Guac just got a little loose, came down. A little bit of door banging, and everybody walks away. And caution is back out on lap 20. Looks like DJ Kenner, Rod Potgieter involved in this one. Let's take a look at what just happened to bring out the caution. Coming out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Looks like Potgieter did not know the Iceman was there. Just comes down across the nose. Whoa, what a close call with Potgieter. Take a look at this from a different angle. Here you see DJ down the bottom, and oh, looks like they met in the middle. Potgieter coming down as the Iceman comes up. Fortunately, it looks like minimal damage for either driver, but a close call for that group back behind. And everybody went to pit road this time. But Mark Nelson had a very quick pit stop. Right sides only. Another driver did a right side only stop earlier in the race, and it paid off for him. Derek Schilling now up into 7th. Definitely an exciting start to this one here tonight. A lot of rookies in the field. We honestly generally do not get very many cautions with home motorsports, so to have 2 early in this one is a bit of a surprise. However, as the season wears on and the rookies get adjusted to the veterans, I have a suspicion we'll be back to 0 caution races. Hey, good evening, Ann, and thank you for the follow. Everybody stacked back up, ready to go. Mark Nelson, Richie Joplin on the front row. Daryl Klotz, Jeff Oakes on the second. Jared Swain, DP Riggins on the third. Derek Schilling, Jerry Bergeron on the fourth. Gerald Poole and J.R. Tanksley rounding out your top 10. Here we go. Pace car is back in. Into the restart zone. Mark Nelson fires. They are away, and green flag is in the air. Mark Nelson versus Richie Joplin. This is a battle we saw play out a lot last season. Right now, it's Mark Nelson with the advantage. Third on back, they are side by side, battling for every position. Derek Schilling, as we mentioned, now to 7th, Bergeron in 8th, Gerald Poole now up into 9th. Kevin Bruner back in the top 10. J.R. Tanksley on fresh tires. Tanksley having some serious connection problems tonight. Rod Potgieter battling side by side with John Saunders. Saunders was that lucky driver that just barely avoided Potgieter. Looks like John's struggling a bit here tonight. And Tim St. Jean, who led the points all last season until the final race, currently running in 18th. The Mark Nelson set the fastest lap so far last time by, but that will not last very long. Just a few laps on these tires. They're going to start going away. Drifty Richie Joplin sits in second. Jeff Oakes in third. Potgieter and Gil Guac have both had problems. Caution is back out. Our third caution of the night. I don't know that we had 3 cautions all of last season. This is a surprise. Gerald Poole involved, Gil Guac involved. Poole and Guac have both towed to pit road. There's Potgieter coming across the start. Oh, looks like Gerald was already in trouble at that point. Looks like, let's back this up just a little bit and see what the heck happened here. Oh, Gerald got loose coming out of 4. Bruner had nowhere to go. Gerald gets the wall. Potgieter finds him. Gil Guac, John Saunders. Everybody finds him. Taking a look down from the How to Suck It iRacing blimp. There you see it. Just once you break loose out of 4, this is not an easy track to save it. You either go to the wall or go to the infield. About half the field has gone to pit road. The front half staying out. Remember, they had just pitted about 5-6 laps beforehand and only had about 1 green flag lap. Gerald, yes, you did. Almost saved it about 3 times. We talked during the pre-race when we were talking to Kevin Bruner, turn 4, it gets a little bit sketchy. Mark Nelson in the lead, Drifty Richie Joplin in second, Jeff Oakes in third, DP Riggins now in fourth, Darrell Klotz in fifth, and that Derek Schilling guy who started 20th, he's now up to 6th. Jerry Bergeron in 7th, Jared Swain in 8th, J.R. Tanksley in 9th, Warren Moore in 10th. The top 12 drivers stayed out. Everybody from 13th on back has been into pit road. Looks like James Lacey was repairs and fuel only on his stop. Tim St. Jean and everybody else back. 4 tires, fuel, repairs, and Derek Schilling, who started in 20th, he is going for the lead here tonight. Now, if you've been a ref for a while, you know last season in BRR Cup Series, Mark the Man Dantuma did that from the back challenge and benefiting the MS Society and our MS Society fundraiser for 2024. Derek Schilling is just out there trying to show Mark up because, man, is he on a charge tonight. I will have to pull the numbers from the back challenge Mark Dantuma did. We'll track it throughout the season to see how many cars Schilling can pass. And huge shout out to Mark the Man Dantuma for that huge donation to our MS Society fundraiser. He donated $1 for every car he passed and passed over 250 over the course of a season. Here we go. Pace car is in. They are in the zone. Green flag back in the air. This has been non-stop excitement here tonight. A bit of a different situation, a bit of a different race from what we usually see from Home Motorsports, with all the rookies in the field definitely coming into play. Doing great, Cody. How are you doing, buddy? Jeff Oakes to the lead. I've said it all night long. If Jeff Oakes gets a good start to his season, he may be unstoppable. Oakes already locked into the playoffs from season 1. It sounds like Gerald Poole may have gotten arrow loose coming out of 4, causing that issue that we saw a few moments ago. Richie Joplin now in second, Mark Nelson in third, DP in fourth, Darrell Klotz in fifth, but Derek Schilling having to battle with Klotz. Jared Swain, one of the rookies, Jerry Bergeron, J.R. Tanksley, and DJ Kenner round out the top 10 at the moment. Thomas Byron back at the back of the pack, another one that has a tendency to come forward late in these races. Currently up 3 spots into 18th, trying to reel in Phil Hitman Manzo. John Saunders has already had a couple of close calls here tonight, and you see they do have some damage. Remember, Home Motorsports does not have fast repairs. So part of the reason these guys are able to stay and make a point of being such a clean group is if you're involved in an incident, man, you are in trouble. Looks like Gil Guanc and Gerald Poole both out of the race already. Rod Pontgeter still on pit road, hoping to get back out, maybe get some points tonight. Meanwhile, we've got a battle for the lead. Drifty Richie Joplin underneath Jeff Oakes. And it looked like Jeff may have gotten a little bit of that arrow loose Gerald Poole was talking about, coming out of 4 with Richie underneath. Derek Schilling now up into 5th, sets his sights on DP Riggins and the Mark Nelson. Ouch, Gerald Poole retired due to 45 minutes of repairs. That is a heartbreaker. Thanos was looking fast tonight. Just past the halfway point here at the Nashville Super Speedway. Surprisingly, 3 cautions here in the season opener tonight. Big surprise to see so many here tonight. The Iceman Comet DJ in 10th place. Remember, DJ has been in a couple of incidents here tonight, but has managed to keep that car for the most part very, very clean. He is battling with J.R. Tanksley, another one of the rookies. J.R. appears to be having some connection problems, though, tonight. And former champ Jerry Bergeron up there in 8th. Jerry, another one to watch in the season-long points. He is another one that came on strong late last season. Mike Burgess also on the move. Mike started back in 19th, up to 12th. He is reeling in 11th place, Warren Moore. Drifty Richie Joplin may have had a problem a moment ago. The car is okay, no damage. Looks like he just may have gotten down on the apron for a moment. They were battling for the lead out of turn 4. Oh, a little contact with Oaks. He drifts it through the grass, gets it back up on the track. Never lifted. Richie getting drifty at the Nashville Superspeedway. Folks, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and the YouTube. We're putting up a bunch of YouTube shorts. We put a bunch out today. They are scheduled to come out. So a lot of great content coming out over the next few days. We'll have more of the highlights from this race. We'll have more trucking shorts, and as we have some more gaming stuff over the next few days, we will have stuff from that. Plus, we will have a special event broadcast tomorrow night. It'll be League versus League at Eldora. You're definitely going to want to tune in for that. We'll have more information out after the broadcast. Dirt racing coming back to the HTSAI networks. Richie Joplin underneath Jeff Oaks. Oaks will have the advantage out of 2. Did Richie get deep enough to clear? He did, but oh, holy cow, just barely clears, and Oaks shoots it down. Oaks tries to get the nose in, but he can't get it there. Let's take a look and see how close this was between Richie and Jeff Oaks. Looking down from the How to Suck It iRacing blimp out of turn 2. Man, it was close. Oaks had a run, had to drop down. Both drivers doing a great job. Oaks almost gets the nose in. That was certainly close and definitely exciting. Now, everybody last stopped lap number 27. We had that front group that stopped on lap 20. And here we go, pit stops underway. Derek Schilling is in. Nobody can go the distance on fuel. And I imagine every driver is going to take 4 tires as Schilling hits his pit stall. Let's see. Yep, he is up. It'll be 4 tires and fuel. Mark Nelson on the high side for second place. DP Riggins trying to follow him through. He's got a run on Oaks. Daryl Klotz is also now on pit road. Jeff Oaks down to the bottom, still trying to fight back on DP. DJ the Iceman Kenner now up into 7th. The Iceman is in. Jeff Oaks is in. John Saunders has had a problem, as has Derek Schilling. As Richie Joplin brings it onto pit road, let's see what happened with Saunders and Schilling. Oh, looks like Saunders coming out of turn 2 down the bottom. Got the car partway onto the apron, the nose scraped and sent him loose. Derek Schilling, remember, had just completed his pit stop and is wicked loose out of turn 4. But he kept his foot down, went through the grass, just made a little bit of a shortcut. But lost a lot of time as DP Riggins goes to the lead for the first time here tonight. Mark Nelson, though, looking underneath. Mark sends it deep into 1. And Mark Nelson back to the lead. Now, we talked about how fresh tires get the cars really loose. Out of turn 4, we saw it with Schilling a moment ago as J.R. Tanksley is now in. Jared Swain also on pit road. John Saunders is on pit road. All these drivers coming off pit road on fresh tires, they have got to be careful to not have a problem like we had just seen. DP Riggins gives up second place. He is in. Mark Nelson, Mike Burgess, Tim St. Jean, Kevin Bruner, James Lacey have not completed their stops yet. And here comes the leader. Mark Nelson is on pit road. Mike Burgess stays out. He will take the lead for the first time. Tim St. Jean now to second. Kevin Bruner in third. A caution now would benefit those 3 drivers dramatically, but as you heard Kevin Bruner say during the pre-race, don't expect a caution with Home Motorsports. If you need a caution, you're in trouble. These guys do not have many. We've had 3 cautions here tonight. I don't know that we had 3 cautions all of last season. Mark Nelson is back off pit road. But Jeff Oaks has come by and is ahead. Still 4 drivers left to come in. Mike Burgess, Tim St. Jean, Kevin Bruner, and James Lacey. Burgess continuing to stay out. Richie Joplin just came by and unlapped himself. Mark Nelson now got himself back to the lead lap. Burgess is stuck up on the high line. He cannot get down to come in this time. Neither could Tim St. Jean. Kevin Bruner also choosing to stay out. And looks like James Lacey is going to try and stretch it as well. Mike Burgess continuing to stretch. Mike, all four of the drivers that have not been in, they all were in that group that pitted under the caution at lap 27. Trying to make it as long as they possibly can. Richie Joplin and Jeff Oakes back at it. 10 laps to go. Richie looks underneath for 5th. But remember, 4 drivers still have to pit. And Richie Joplin now back ahead. Mark Nelson is there. Oakes may have kissed the wall out of 2. Mark now looks to the high side on Oakes. He's got a big run. Mark now into 6th, Jeff Oakes in 7th. The rookie Jared Swain back in 8th. Jerry Bergeron in 9th. DP Riggins right on his bumper in 10th. Mike Burgess, Tim St. Jean, and Kevin Bruner, there is no way that they can stretch the fuel far enough to make it to the end from here. James Lacey in that group as well in 4th. He is only about 5 seconds ahead of Richie Joplin. This group, Richie, Mark, and Jeff, are closing the gap quickly on the top 4. As Mike Burgess I just don't see how those 4 drivers could have saved enough fuel to make it to the end, but Mike Burgess, Tim St. Jean, Kevin Bruner, and James Lacey, looks like that's maybe the goal here. The other problem being right now, Richie Joplin has caught 4th place James Lacey. He is still 23 seconds behind the leader. But right now he is almost 2 seconds a lap faster. Five laps to go. If that top 3 has found a way to stretch their fuel, they might actually be able to pull this off. Oh, Burgess into the wall. He gathers her up and keeps going, but lost a lot of ground. Tim St. Jean is coming quickly. Don't forget, folks, right after this, the HTSAI Community Convoy will be live with the Unicorn at the lead. Go have some fun and laughs with the crew as they go trucking USA. 3 laps to go, and apparently Burgess thinks he can make it. He's got 1.7 seconds on Tim St. Jean. Kevin Bruner sits in third, 1.5 seconds back. Richie Joplin just 16 seconds behind the leaders. Two laps to go for Mike Burgess. Does he have the fuel? His gap on St. Jean is growing again. Bruner is closing the gap on Tim. Burgess up the track through 3 and 4, not battling anybody. And here we go, Mike Burgess one more time around at the Nashville Super Speedway. Tim St. Jean is on pit road. Tim St. Jean could not pull it off. He is in. Does Burgess have enough? Is he running out? Bruner is closing quickly. Bruner comes by to take the lead. Burgess is out of fuel. Kevin Bruner will win the season opener at Nashville. Mike Burgess has enough to roll across in second place, and Richie Joplin, Drifty Richie, comes home in third. Wow, what an unexpected finish. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Richie. Richie back on the podium, buddy, but that whole race just shocked me.
Yeah, he done a better fuel-saving run than what I did. Oh, well, it always turns down at this track about fuel runs. I'll take a third. I led some laps. I done better than what I thought I was going to do.
Well, man, coming into the season as a defending champ, to start the season on the podium, you got to be happy about that, bud.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm good. I'm glad to be running in the top 5, top 3. I mean, I guess I need to do better on fuel saving.
Well, man, you saved everything just right to come home in third. Great job tonight, bud.
Thank you, Doug.
Mike Burgess comes home in second. Mike, I have to ask the obvious question. At what point did you run out of fuel?
Just starting out down the backstretch.
It looked like coming out of turn 2, you ducked it low, man. Still a great strategy. I did not think you'd be able to pull that off, but coasting it all the way around to finish in second was awesome.
Oh, thanks. I really didn't think I was going to get there. With 10 to go, I realized I was a lap and a half short, and I was trying to save more fuel than it was that whole last run there, but it didn't pan out.
Well, it didn't pan out exactly, but still, you start the season on the podium, and man, what a drive it was. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir.
And finally, our winner with the last lap pass as he coasts back to pit road. Kevin Bruner, man, you got to be happy to start the season in victory lane.
Yeah, definitely, Doug. Everything fell in my favor for once. That last caution there, and I got into Gerald. I went in for some repairs, came out, and I saw that I was going to be maybe a half lap short, and started shutting the car off under caution, and had just enough.
How much fuel conservation were you doing in the car under green, or was the saving under caution enough?
Nah, I was maybe 80% throttle on the straightaways. I was lifting early.
Well, it definitely paid off. Did you know coming out of 2 that Burgess had run out of fuel?
Honestly, I was surprised he was still under power as many laps as he was, because we pitted at the same time, and I know I was conserving. I didn't think he was.
Man, the strategy played out perfectly. I did not think any of you guys were going to be able that. There was 4 of you that tried that. Tim St. Jean and James Lacey both couldn't go the distance, but somehow you and Burgess pulled it off, and just that strategy under caution seems to be what got the job done for you tonight.
Yeah, well, the win's a win. I don't say I want to win on a fuel mileage race, but I'd rather win with straight up speed, but I'll take it.
You still had a ton of straight up speed tonight as we saw you coming through the field. An awesome, awesome win, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks, Doug.
Kevin Brunner starts the season with the win, but folks, don't go very far. The Unicorn will be on the road trucking here in just a few moments. Come back and see her. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Don't forget a special event broadcast tomorrow night. Have a great night, everybody.